Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the Ripcast. I am Tony D, your host. If you are not subscribed to our channel, what are you doing? What are you thinking? You're out of your mind. We got a great show for you today. Let me tell you something. David Nino Rodriguez, boxer, palooka, goofball, and general patriot grifter. And we also have one of the internet's phenomenon. It's something like a phenomenon, but they call it a Cyraxx. And we're going to look into that. Let me introduce my intrepid co-host, Corndiff.
Tony, what's up, man?
What's up, bud?
Man, I'm glad to be here. It's Saturday.
Why don't you tell me to roll the intro?
Let's roll the intro.
You wanted the best. You got the best. Welcome to another episode of Ripcast. I think this is our dirty dozen, buddy.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Episode 12.
Hell yeah.
So everybody from the pineapple to the big apple from Maine to Spain, whether you are listening to it now or on the replay, we are on the Tube, the Book, the Twitch, the Rumble, and the Twitter, right? But we're paying most attention. We kind of got a little more on the Rumble and the YouTube chat if you want to jump in. Corndiff, I think you could check the Twitter chat and Facebook. You guys are just on your own for a little while until we figure out how to get to you. I apologize. But, just kick back, enjoy the show.
It's going to be a good one.
It is going to be a good one. I'm telling you, that theme music just gets me just pumped. I want to throw my desk out the window. I'm like, let's go.
It's hard to call it theme music when it's hype music. It's really amazing. Yeah,
it really is. I feel like I need a big clock like Flava Flav tonight. Look at my look. Check out the new glasses. What do you think?
Yeah, I like them. They're the thick yeah. Man,
they are.
Wow. Damn, I wasn't ready for that. Yeah.
Big reveal. So let's get into now. Look, you and I have seen many an internet meltdown. We've seen lots of these great characters. Gypsy Daisy, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome.
We see a lot of these characters sort of jump in and out. Now, the one I'm about to cover it's an internet term, but so clearly apropos for this situation. It's lolcow. Are you familiar with this term, Corndiff, out there in the fields?
I've heard of it. Yeah, and I've heard maybe Stuttering John as an example of a lolcow, and there are plenty of others. But yes, I think I know what you mean.
That is a perfect example. A lolcow essentially being someone that people don't necessarily laugh with; they watch them to laugh at them.
Yes.
All right. Well, we have a classic lolcow tonight, and I would say this is kind of a mix.
Couldn't even get through that one, could you?
No.
Couldn't do it.
I don't even know what this is a mix of, bro. Okay, so I mean,
But it's definitely a mix.
Now, I showed this not only to you, but I showed this to Dana, just just on a call earlier. I showed this to her real quick, and she was like, "Oh, no, no, no." And when you see people melt down, and look, this is a guy who's going to say a couple things that are going to be, look, I need to get, look, I'm Generation X. We don't do trigger warnings, but anybody else out there who's a little bit soft, he's going to say a couple things that are inappropriate. Surprise.
A little harsh or grating.
Just slightly. Some people will be triggered. Okay. But you know when super white dudes say the N-word?
Yeah.
He's kind of doing a little bit of that.
Does it come off natural when he says whatever he says?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Second nature.
It's like the back of his hand.
Oh, okay. Oh, dear.
I don't want to frighten anybody when we drop him in here, but I just let's just meet
but it's probably gonna frighten a few people.
Yeah, let's just meet Cyraxx.
Oh, he's a quiet one.
He's building it up.
This is how y'all motherfuckers want to play it, right?
Uh-oh.
Is this how y'all fucking cowards want to play it? Huh?
I literally I backed up a little bit. he got close to the screen. I backed up just a little. Don't let him take a bite out of you, Corniff, okay?
No, I can't imagine the smell of that breath.
This is how you fucking cowards want to play it?
Yes, I guess. I don't know.
You want to sit there and turn my friends against me like bitches? Is that it?
Can I ask a question? Perhaps somebody has some sort of what do you call the bone doctors? Again, whatever the bone doctor is.
Fucking bone doctor. That's good enough. Yeah, we know what you mean. Chiropractor. We'll go with that.
I recently literally broke my neck, and I can't.
Obstetrician?
Something surgeon. But what's with his shoulders here?
Well, I didn't know they were in the video. Where are you seeing his shoulders at?
I don't.
Okay. All right. So we got the same feed.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
There are no shoulders. Okay.
All right. Yeah, he could use some shoulder pads. Maybe Jim.
Oh, now I got to tell you, even though Cyraxx plays into it, and we're going to get into another video in just a second about him, he actually has set up these crazy stunts of him having people shoot at his house. And does that sound familiar to you? Someone setting up some crazy stunts that aren't exactly the truth.
Yeah. There's at least a couple.
You are going to start to see some interesting parallels between this character and some of the other characters that we've been seeing lately.
Oh, I can't wait.
Hey, Mary, watch your mouth, you fucking pussy. Shut that goddamn mouth before I fucking shut it for you.
Shut that dog up.
I'm tired of y'all niggas fucking going after my goddamn friends. Y'all pussies need to grow up and leave my personal life alone.
That front tooth, that hanger's in 3D, bro. I don't know if these new glasses are fucking, I don't know what it is, but those are 3D choppers.
It's just coming out at you like the Jaws movie.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah. It really is.
I know how to pick them.
Y'all niggas need to leave my personal life alone.
Let me just switch up.
Because of y'all fucking pussies, Kate the fucking cuntback bitch.
That's better.
Because of that little bitch cuntback, I've been losing friends all goddamn day. I've had to tell friends to ignore the Thunderdome chat all fucking day long.
What the fuck?
Okay. The Thunderdome chat is from a Okay, the YouTube channel is called Masshole, and Masshole is a chick by the name of Kate, I believe her name is. But she, if you check out Masshole, she does a lot of lolcow stuff, you know.
Okay.
And she's had to go to court for some of this lolcow stuff.
Is she like on Stuttering John's level of lolcow, or is she like a medium lolcow, or up and coming?
She's not the lolcow. She calls out the lolcows.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. She's the lolcow. Like, you know, she calls them out, and then one of them, Delete Laws, which we were talking about briefly the other day when Will was on. Big shout out to Will Bird. When he was on the other day, we were talking about Delete Laws. He's another one that we'll get into and check out. But let's get back to Cyraxx.
So, yo, Kate, get your little faggot ass pussy friends the fuck away from
That's who he's talking about. Kate is the Thunderdome chat.
Oh, okay.
me and mine.
There's a lot of emotion here.
For sure.
I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of losing friends because you little bitches. You little bitch-made fucking pussies want to sit there and attack my friends, turn my friends against me, turn my family against me. All for what?
Exactly.
All for what?
Yeah.
A joke?
Does he?
Does he what?
I mean, he puts in the effort to shave the spot between the pork chop sideburns and the goatee beard.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, why put in that effort? Why stop there? Why? It's
why put in the effort or why stop there? It's one or the other.
It's like you're either. It's such a weird level of effort to contribute to his.
It really is.
But I'm here for him, I guess. But yeah, no, it's a very riffraff look with the beard thing up front. It's confusing, man. I don't know. And then the fucking
really is.
And the eyebrows, they're powerful.
You are totally passing over the hills have eyes factor here, but okay.
Wow.
We shall continue.
All because you can't let go of what happened?
Oof.
I
gotta do an impression. I gotta figure out an impression of him. I'll get one.
Bunch of pussies.
Dollar Tree riffraff. That's right.
That's right. Tato's got it. Dollar Tree riffraff. All right.
You're a bunch of comeback pussies.
Wow.
Do you think he's ever been?
What's that?
Do you think he's ever been inside of a makeshift wrestling ring?
Yes, but I don't believe it was off of his property.
Oh no! It was a neighbor's friend or a friend's neighbor or something.
Let's jump off the roof on the table.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I made a mistake.
Okay, now some of the allegations are that he had some images on his computer that were not exactly great. Now, I don't know if that's true.
Like they were images of him in compromising positions?
No, just images of searches and you know,
not stuff you would want to have.
Right.
Ever.
Right. Now, I don't know if that is true or it's just someone saying that about him. Okay, so I don't want to like that. If I thought it was true, you know me. If I thought it was true, I would say this mother effer. But
no sense in spreading allegations and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do not know if that's true. There is no evidence that I have seen that he has done anything wrong. So I just want to make that perfectly clear.
All I see is a guy with great shoulders.
He is ready for he's like a defensive end.
He could just run and dive head first into a like a pipe and just slide right through it like Mario.
Do you remember that shape? Do you remember when Key and Peele would come out and they did all the college football players? Right?
Yeah.
Imagine him. Jesus, what the hell's going on here? Imagine him as one of those college football players coming out and being like, "I'm Cyraxx."
It would have fit in and stole the show.
West Virginia State.
Yeah, it's a
fucking deal. You ain't perfect. You ain't perfect, bitch.
Bitch.
You ain't motherfucking perfect.
He's gangster.
You ain't perfect.
What?
So quit acting like you are. Cause you ain't, nigga. You ain't perfect, bitch.
Ooh.
You want to sit here and go after me? Go after me. But leave my friends the fuck alone.
Yeah.
And stay the fuck off my goddamn Facebook, bitch. You ain't shit. You know you ain't shit.
I believe this is hilarious. I believe he's actually a poorly made sock puppet. We have a winner. That is great.
Didn't
Holy
make the cut.
smoke. Amazing. What was he running his hands through?
Just that side patch.
Okay.
You want to know what really happened? That little comeback kid made a group chat on Facebook called Thunderdome, right?
Yes.
Well, guess what this comeback decided to turn around and do?
You tell me.
Add my friends to it, turn my friends against me.
He is just, I don't know if he's got an axe in his hand or what is going to happen next.
No, I don't know. Well, yeah, he. For all we know, we don't know whose house he's in. He could be barricaded in somewhere. I mean, is this his place? We've
I
seen
think
before.
there's a SWAT team outside.
Yeah,
They're
there might be
telling him to come out.
hostages.
Yeah, with his hands up. People are
Jesus.
tied up in this, whatever this is over here, whatever this going on.
No,
And you know what? How old do you think he is? He could be 26 or he could be 60. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say he's mid to late 20s. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Either that or early 30s. But I mean,
All right.
I'm gonna say a rough late 20s.
I don't know about this frame frame. That frame frame. I don't know about this freeze frame, bro.
Tell me about this frame.
This frame right here. But tell me something. If you see what I'm seeing, do you see me hovering over his eyes with the cursor?
I do not.
Okay. Do you see him at all in the?
I see him.
Okay. Do you see his eyes?
Yeah.
What direction, pray tell, would you say those are going in?
Well, if I cover up his right eye that is on our left,
Okay, stage left.
then
Stage
he's
left.
looking. Yeah, then he's looking directly at me. But if I cover up the other eye, he's checking out
Wow.
that dresser.
He is looking behind him.
Yeah, and that's what you call visual multitasking.
That really is. He is very much like the like a gecko.
Exactly. Yeah, you get it.
Singular ocular control.
Similar shoulders
Very much so.
to a gecko.
So now I done lost half my goddamn friends because of this bitch. Yo, Kate, grow up, bitch. I'm right here.
I'm gonna go
Yourself.
forward a little bit here to the real saucy part where he starts to really flip
I'm
up.
sick of this, man. I don't deserve this.
Hell yeah.
Get it?
Gotta lay the strays down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't deserve these attacks. How many times do I have to tell you to fuck off, dude?
I hope that's his PO.
Hey, why don't you fuck off, you little bitch, and quit calling?
That's his fucking parole officer.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
I'm surprised. That he gets phone calls.
Yeah.
I mean, is that someone in the other room?
Yeah, he's got a soundboard. That was fake.
Or is that the hostage negotiator trying to call him?
Oh no. Someone's dialing from a red phone in the back of a SWAT truck.
Exactly. He's like, look, what do you need in there? Everybody okay? Everybody still, you need anything? You need some water? You want some food? What do you got?
Yeah, we're not here to negotiate. We're just here to see what you need. What can we get
look,
you?
Why don't we do this just to get off on a good foot? Why don't you just let one person go?
Just
okay,
one.
Just give me one. Give me the youngest one or
faith.
the oldest one. Yeah, just some good faith. Let's work together.
Yeah. Then we're building a relationship. Huh? Well, you want to
What
be
do you
my
want?
friend?
You want cigarettes? You want hot dogs? What do you need?
I can make it happen. I'm your guy.
I'm your guy. I got Domino's on speed dial.
Now they're probably calling.
I don't deserve this. Y'all want to treat me like the Truman Show? That's fine. Treat me like the goddamn Truman Show. I don't give a shit. But let me tell y'all right now, y'all need to leave my friends and family alone.
So he can't drive across bridges. What does he mean by the? What's he mean by the Truman Show? What's it?
I don't know.
He can't cross bridges. See, guys, he haven't on his way to his office job every morning. He does
You
the
can't leave the firmament.
good morning, good evening, good night thing. I don't get his exact parallel, but
well, I mean, he does have a lot. He does, or he did at least from what I've seen and looked at. He used to stream quite a bit, but what he does is he deletes his channel all the time. He'll delete his channel and then bring a channel back.
well, that's counterproductive.
It really is, especially when you're trying to get out there. Sigh.
After me? Fine. I'm right here. I'm right here. So leave my friends and family the fuck alone, dude. You want me? I'm right here. I'm right here, bitch.
Where are you?
Look at me. I'm the Truman Show, y'all. I'm right here. You want me? I'm right here, bitch. I'm right here.
Where's his caretaker?
I think the caretaker is one of the ones that's tied up.
Oh no!
I think the caretaker is the one they want to release first.
Oh no!
Caretaker, some like intern out of like some nursing school.
It's turned into one of those the crazies are running the asylum type of thing.
Oh, that is so right. Oh man, he is Steve Buscemi's character in Billy Madison. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Speaking of hello.
Hello.
We upcoming guests. Guess what? We got Earl, right?
Yeah, Earl.
Earl Skakel will be
Skakel.
coming on Tuesday. Right. Oh, and I understand that Chrissy Marr is getting married today.
Oh, that's today. I've seen a lot of the posts been ramping up. So yeah, I didn't know.
Apparently, their wedding is so fantastic that the word is that they are streaming Ray DeVito on 2 screens at the wedding, which is fun. But anyway, congratulations to her. And we're not going to talk shit about her today because it's her wedding.
Well, that's the nice thing to do.
Okay. Because she was on the thing today, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was Cyraxx. She was Cyraxx's spot.
Oh,
but I'm not going to say anything today because it's her wedding, and God bless her on her wedding day, on the day of my daughter's wedding.
yes, congratulations.
We can't badmouth weddings. That is bad luck. And you know what? Believe it or not, even though we talk a little smack here, we do have some class, right?
I'm winking.
As far as you know. Okay, good.
You want me? Go after me. Why y'all gotta drag my friends and family into your garbage?
They're just going to keep calling him during his stream.
For real. Why you gotta drag my friends and family into your bullshit garbage? To make me alone? Is that what you
What's that?
I want to see him rap battle.
want? You want to be alone for the rest of my life?
We're going to...
See what happens. Go ahead. Keep bullying me. Keep attacking me. Watch what happens. And just remember, if I end up dead, it's y'all's bullies' faults, not mine. It'll be on you.
Just remember that. All right.
So he's got that kind of raspy Steve-O voice.
Mm-hmm.
But then everything else about him says Bam Margera.
Well, I just want everybody to know that is Cyraxx, and we are going to revisit some more about Cyraxx later. Let me get you up in the.
I can't imagine there's too much content of him. He seems pretty well put together and unflappable.
You know, when you jump into something and you find out that it is an endless gold mine?
It's rare, but yeah,
Boy, all I could say is eureka.
you found the fishing spot.
We really have. We really have. We're not going to tell anybody how the burgers are made. So now we're going to move on to an old friend. We discussed it with Will the other day. You got to meet him the other day, and so did the audience here. Mr. David Nino Rodriguez, a former boxer, fighter, a boxer, all around the bag of a guy. And so here's the thing about Dave Rodriguez. Okay. He had a situation in Arizona where he claimed to be stabbed. I think I'm going to do this in a different order. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload this first video, and we're going to hear in Dave Rodriguez's words how he deals with let's make sure I got the right file here. How he deals with bullies, and he's going to tell you about how he was attacked, and he's going to tell essentially the story of his attack. And you guys are going to see a couple different things where you're going to see he describes his attack, and then it really, you see that he is not exactly being forthright.
Some details aren't adding up or are clearly missing.
Yeah, clearly we have some blanks to fill in here. And so he's going to come on, and essentially he's had this whole anti-bullying campaign. He's a guy who came on during the past election times, and he would come on and talk about, Trump and a lot of predictions about who and where and what was going on in the world. And so let's look at this one right here. Okay, we're gonna just get a little over here.
Excited to have you here on the show.
I was riding that high horse.
Okay, this is not the one I wanted to do. Okay, I was right. It's the wrong one. Sorry, guys. Like I said, hard to find good help around here.
That's right. He's working with a corn, and I got no hands. Give him a break.
Give the guy a break.
Yeah, give him a break. Look at those glasses.
You know,
Give him a
these are
break.
like, okay, so it's David Rodriguez, the people's champion. That's where I gotta find. That's it. Okay. That's the one. He's the people's champion.
The people's.
There's only one. There could be only one. David.
Yeah, we are born to be kings. We're the princes of
So here we go. We
So I
got.
see you have a scar on the left side of
Okay,
your
now
face. How'd you get
I want you to listen very carefully to how Dave describes this injury, the attack. All right. So
Is that I see the face injury? Is that the injury you're talking
you
about?
see that scar right there? Now, this is
Yeah.
a guy who's gone on so many shows telling people that his throat got cut, that he was attacked by somebody. He's going to tell you a story here, but already when he asked the question, you can see his eyes sort of roll up and he goes, Dave Rodriguez has been lying about this story every time he tells it. Okay.
What?
Because my buddy, Farron Balanced, used to be very good friends with Dave Rodriguez for 5 years. She lived in El Paso. There are reports of this guy, smacking his dogs around, just kind of like a general asshole of a guy.
Yeah, no good.
Allegedly, reportedly. Actually, he came directly after me and Will and like tried to like threaten us. He is a 6'5" ex-heavyweight boxer who was on the way to be the heavyweight champion of the world, who goes around and threatens people now. And I'm sure he's big and I'm sure he's bad, and all that stuff, but he ain't training anymore. And he ain't the same fighter that he used to be. So all these guys that used to fight and talk like the Joey Diaz, right?
Yeah.
Like Joey Diaz with this tough guy shit. Like, come on, man.
They peaked long ago.
Yeah, you're done, dude. Like,
long
what are
time
you
ago.
going to do? What are you gonna do? You want to get sued? Please punch me. I would love some of that, some of your YouTube money, buddy.
Threaten me with your autograph.
So he clearly doesn't know about anatomy. He says he got cut in his throat. You will clearly see that's not the case. I will tell you exactly what he was given. hand him some red lipstick and turn on ELO.
So I see you have a scar on the left side of
So he said, you have the scar on the left side of your face. Tell me about that.
your face. How'd you get that?
It
I
was a really traumatic experience. I almost lost my life. I was knifed coming out.
You were knifed
From ear to chin?
I had it was 6 men, and basically there was some.
It was 6 man. What did he say?
It was sexy men.
It was a sexy man.
Yeah. I was knifed by a sexy man. He
I was
stuck
knifed
me.
by a sexy man in my face. I was. Well, this is my throat, obviously. See, this is my throat. This is my face throat. My cheek throat. I'm a large man, and I very much like a cow has 4 stomachs. I have 2 throats.
It was six men, and basically there was some confrontation. They surrounded me. There was no punches thrown or anything like that. We were all under the influence, but well, actually I couldn't say they were. I know I was. I really didn't know what was going on. I just saw someone come out from the side, and I saw, from the neon light from the outside, I saw a shiny object, which turned out to be a knife, and it was too late. He already, stabbed me in my jaw, and then went to get my throat, and missed my throat. I turned up and I went like this, and
I want you to remember what he said right there, okay? He missed his throat. He went for my face throat, my second throat. just remember that part, okay? Oh yeah,
Okay.
Nick Baker says what here? Using the B word will get you cut. Oh, he didn't use the B word. We're gonna get into that in just a second, but you're on the right path, Mr. Baker. I will tell you that. You are on the right track and the right train.
my face just completely, oh my God, just fell off. And I looked down, and when I looked down, all my blood started spilling out, and I just immediately started getting tired and losing consciousness. A friend of mine came running up, and from what I remember, he runs up and grabs me, and when he grabbed me, I think they were coming to stab me again, and they stabbed him in the arm and in the shoulder, and he deflected it. So basically we were both sitting there in tons of blood, but we were both bleeding. I was the worst, obviously, because he had a puncture wound, I had a slice. You could, so it's on me.
Right.
360 something stitches. So luckily I had a
Yeah, that's right. Actually, Nick Baker, that is much more like it. There you go. That's right. Not the B word. You ding. And we will definitely be showing you the article to confirm this momentarily, because he's lying. Okay, he is lying about what happened to him. Oh, I want to tell it right now, but I got to show you a little video.
reconstruct a plastic surgeon on call. Not that I had one, but the hospital did. So I was able to get into the hospital, and by that time I just remember flashes. I just remember getting into the ambulance, being pushed into the ambulance, and
So Tony,
basically,
right now, from the story, just from what he's telling, it makes me feel sorry for him. So are you saying people shouldn't necessarily feel sorry for this guy yet?
Well, I would say this. Yes, feel sorry for him, because I want you all to feel the full range of emotion.
Ah, I love it. I love it.
Okay, so yes,
Brilliant.
Go with the story. Go with what
Okay.
what your emotions tell you.
I'm on this
At that
poor
point,
man's
I
side.
seeing it out of consciousness. I didn't know where
I
I was
mean,
at.
he
I
is.
just saw
I
the
mean, as far as look at what he's telling you, he was an innocent man. He was attacked in the middle of the street, man.
I see the wound. He can't be lying.
He cannot be lying. He cannot be lying. So you just have to know that this is a man. Right now, you're looking at a man that's telling the truth, right? Just look at it like that.
panic on all the paramedics' faces and the blood that was all over them. So I knew how bad it was, and I just at that point I knew I messed up, and I knew it was over. I thought it was game over, and I kept thinking to myself, like, what a way to end this, and I go through my whole life, and this is how it ends, and I just said some prayers, and I just thought to myself, I got a comfortable feeling. In a weird way, you kind of, at that moment, I had to accept it. There's nothing else I could do, and I accepted. Never in my life thought I would say this, but I accepted death.
Wow. See that? He was at that moment, bro. Look at this. These people just came up to him, right?
That's
He
a
was just-
man at his most vulnerable, right?
Right.
There.
He was just sitting there with his buddy. 6 guys come up and just cut his face open.
Yeah, his face was falling off and his life blood was flowing out of him. Yeah, this
He
is
is
terrible.
being now rushed to the hospital. He has let go his family. He has let go his friends.
He's made peace with what's happening.
He has made peace with himself, right? As he's hearing the sirens go. Are you okay, Mr. Rodriguez? Can you hear us? Wake up, Dave. Wake up, Dave.
I'm gonna say he's a hero. I don't even know how this ends, but I'm gonna say he's a hero.
They called him Champ the whole way. And by the way, oh, excuse me. By the way, he won. He just had come off of a win, like a big heavyweight win, right? He had just won a big, huge fight. He was celebrating.
Oh wow! So he was probably feeling cocky and.
Yeah. Where do you see the article, bro?
Really did. And I got quiet and I blacked out again, and that was the last time I blacked out. And I woke up the next day and I couldn't believe I was alive. So, you know, I'm very gracious that I'm here, and it was a very rough time for me. It still is, still pretty traumatic, but like I said, I got through it, and I'm still getting through it, and that's why I know I'm here to do something, you know. So it was
How long did it take for you to recover?
I'm still recovering. I mean, emotionally, I'm still recovering, but to recover physically, it took about 6 months. You know, I mean, I still, you know, I'm still having to put the vitamin E on the face, but I'm very lucky I didn't get disfigured, or he hit a nerve, and I didn't die. You know, he missed the jugular, so that was the big thing, man.
I'm going to tell you right now, no, he didn't miss the jugular.
Never would have thought in my life something like this would happen, to where, you know, I would almost lose my life and see my own blood pour out of me in a violent attack, you know, attempted murder, and I almost died. So that really gave me a different look on life, period. Like, I see things completely different now. I'm very gracious. I'm not scared of death at all, because I know when you're facing it and you're almost there, you get to a point where, I'm not kidding you, at least I came to a point that I got comfortable in accepting it, and I gave it to God.
So what he's done is he has given it to God. He's in the ambulance.
He's had a life-changing experience.
Right. I feel like we're in his, you know, are these his final moments?
Yeah.
Right.
This is deep.
Is this the, hold on a second. I just got to make sure if this is the right one or not.
Nick Baker says he didn't learn any lesson from this. Okay.
He learned absolutely F all nothing from this. So, you know, okay, here we go. We got to bring up the bullies clip now. Sorry, guys. I wish I had a producer here. We'll have one soon. But right now, I'm a one-man operation with the hands. Okay, so here's David Rodriguez. How am I doing, though, folks? Did the glasses distract you? I should have gloves.
They're doing great. No, yeah, we need gloves next time.
All right, so let me get us into the right position, and then we're gonna check out the show.
It's Pop Trigger time.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to introduce our guest today. You guys, not only is he an incredible heavyweight boxer, but also a huge anti-bullying advocate. David Nino Rodriguez is here.
Yeah.
Our hero.
Of course, we've got Brett and we've got Grace. So, David, I've been so excited to have you here on the show. First of all, what I know.
Okay, look at this. This is David Nino Rodriguez anti-bullying campaign. This is a guy who goes on his channel daily. He has 267 subscribers. Yeah. And he goes on and bullies people on a daily basis. He tells people how he's going to thump them out and, you know, smash them out of the thing. Oh, come and do this with me. Everything's a tough guy. Meanwhile, he is in El Paso, right near the border, hasn't shot a goddamn frame of what's going on down there, right? Mr. Courageous. Look at that freeze frame of her. She looks like she's about to pull a scorpion.
I'm liking her.
of you as a heavyweight champion, 6 belts, and your record 36 and
Big
36
dude.
and 2.
He is a big man, and no doubt I gotta hand it to him. Look at that. He's standing there. There's a knockout. He had the belt on. He was on his way. He was on his way. And this night,
It was this night.
it was this night. He had won a big fight. He'll tell you the story.
Okay.
34 knockouts, but you know,
34 knockouts.
34 knockouts, but I contribute the 2 losses to after the incident that happened to me.
Which we'll talk about.
yeah,
We're going to talk about the incident. So before the incident, you were 34
I
and
was
0, all knockouts.
I was 36 and 0, 34 knockouts. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yikes. That is an extraordinary record for a fighter.
Yeah,
I mean, he was, you know, I mean, he was an exceptional athlete. And like I said, he was on his way, dude. All he had to do was just go the fuck home and keep his mouth shut.
5 in the world, and it was, you know, it was really just
Number 5 in the world. He was number
Wow.
5 in the world, bro.
Wow.
And he is obviously from his arm here. You could see a Texas boy with his middle name on his. Oh my. Oh, that is horrible.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the worst tattoos I've ever seen. Anybody, if you're in the chat and you see this tattoo, rate this from asshole to douchebag. Rate this tattoo. Which is it? Oh my God, it's horrible.
It's perfect for him though.
Yeah,
somehow.
What's the red thing on the left? What's the back?
That's what I've been wondering that, and I wanted to ask it, but I was like, nah, it's probably like something obvious, and you just don't get it. I don't know what the fuck it is. I see Nino, but what's in front of the N?
It looks like some kind of
Is it like
Texas University saddlebag book bag thing. Actually, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a Texas University book bag. So he wanted to go there. Ended up calling everybody the N-word. They threw him out. I'm kidding. Remember, we're on his side now.
That's
all right. You are absolutely right. Mr. Baker is on a roll. Somebody give him some mustard. He is on a roll tonight.
Cheers.
All right. So
that high horse and everything was just unbelievable. And
5th
then,
in the world.
Yeah.
And a lot of people had you pinned as the next heavyweight champion of the world.
now, look at how he spins the story for the girl, right? Versus how he told the story before, right? When there was no Texas Red Raiders. Oh, okay. Hey, Bill is in the house.
Bill, what's up?
Yeah, Bill says hi Corndiff and hi Corndiff's lawyers.
That's right.
Hi Corndiff's lawyer.
They are watching.
He is the corn attorneys. We call them corn attorneys. Are always watching. They're always watching. So he says it's something called the Texas Red Raiders.
Okay.
And maybe that's like a Texas team, or you know, hook 'em horns, whatever they say. Hook 'em horns. Sports. All right, so here we go.
Yeah, they were calling me the Klitschko killer.
Yeah.
I mean, I was right in line to do some big things, and you know, due to some unfortunate circumstances, things happen, and you know, I was almost murdered.
You feel bad now, right? Is you kind of get like Texas A&M? Okay. So,
yeah, he was on the rise. He was going places, and then he was nearly murdered.
I know.
About the
Imagine
incident
that.
then, because a lot of people
Get that out of the way.
Yeah, let's talk about. I mean,
Like, what?
But this is the and again, like I talked to you about earlier, not.
He tells the story that it happened in Phoenix, which makes it sound like a harder place. This happened in Scottsdale. Okay.
Is that a hard area?
Oh,
Hard part of town?
very. Oh, extremely. Where was he staying? At the W?
Not to sound insensitive, but this incident became like the silver lining of you becoming this big activist.
It was really a blessing.
happened?
Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise, because what happened was,
I'm sure that's what you think of it.
I took the most positive I could out of it.
Hey, everybody hit that like in the chat. If you guys are in the chat,
Yeah,
we would really appreciate it.
please. Thank you.
And let's see here. Oh, University. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that's right. Because he is from El Paso. Okay. Yeah. UTEP. Yeah, that's right, guys. I don't, is that football? I don't know anything about football.
It's hockey, right?
Yeah. I'm a greasy Italian. So we're into hockey and soccer.
And I'm a corn.
Yeah. And you could go with any sports, even curling. Probably curling suits you a little bit.
Yeah.
It's cold.
It's whatever.
Don't want to freeze the corn.
What happened was I was cut in the throat, and
Did you hear that?
Cut in the throat.
Now he's cut in the throat because he has now escalated the story from before. Remember before?
So it's evolved.
Yeah. Yes. He has now evolved and developed this lie into his new press kit.
Where were you? Walk us
Phoenix,
through it.
walking out of a bar. I was intoxicated. So were some of my friends, and there was some confrontation. I don't really remember the whole thing, to be honest.
He had a lot more detail before for a guy who doesn't remember the whole thing, to be honest. 6 guys. Remember, Dave? It was 6 guys that came up to you. You know, one of them was wearing a red boutonniere and he was staying at the Howard Johnson's.
I'm not sure what I think about this guy. I'm starting to not trust him.
It's really, that's like, wow, that's fishy.
Yeah.
How could such a guy who was just on the rise and helps with bullying and helps all these people?
With you, I remember that we started throwing words back at each other, and as I was leaving, they came behind me and slit my throat open, and then they also stabbed my friend. So both of us are laying there. I'm gasping for air, dying. I'm losing so much blood, and my friend.
Did you
I
hear he
remember the whole
slit his
thing?
throat,
To be
right?
honest with you,
Yeah.
I remember that we started throwing words back at each other, and as I was leaving, they came behind me and slit my throat open, and then
They slit your throat open.
also stabbed my friend.
Now here's the scene of, what happened.
So both of us
Yeah.
are laying there.
Yeah.
I'm gasping for air, dying. I'm losing so much blood, and I lost close to 2 pints, and I was in a
Great
coma
shit.
for like 2 days. And when I woke up, I had 369 stitches, and I was lucky because a cosmetic surgeon was on call that night that did this. Otherwise, it'd probably look much worse. But so that happened, and it really put a huge roadblock in my career. I tried to come back too fast. I fought Darnell Wilson on NBC, and I got lost. I was winning
Your
the fight.
first loss.
I was winning the fight, and I got knocked out the last 10 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Everything was just a mess for me, and that's what really catapulted me into this program. My friend Sal Montalongo, when I was in El Paso.
Okay, enough with this. All right, enough. We got to get to the proof. All right, we got to get to what's real.
Let's see what the real story is.
Exactly, that's what it is, right? Now, here's what happened. That is not your throat, silly goose. He needs some anatomy lessons, but I think he was eating the paint chips at school.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
What we have here is an article from, where was he? Oh, Scottsdale. All right. Well, let's read this article here. And then I'm going to tell you the story and fill you in on the blanks. El Paso heavyweight boxer David El Nino Rodriguez continues to recover from an attack outside Joe's Pizza last week in Scottsdale, Arizona. He said he was just outside the club, remember? Where a witness said he saw a stabbing victim showing off his muscles and yelling racial slurs.
Oh.
Showing off his muscles and yelling racial slurs. He is shirt off, flexing in the street.
And this was
saying
after
that
this was
N-word.
after a fight.
No. This is after. This is like at post club, right?
Post club. Okay.
Here we
okay.
go. The stabbing occurred about 2:30 a.m. December 30th outside the restaurant where they were drinking, where it was a nightclub going on, and where a second man was also wounded, who he claims to be his friend, unnamed in this article, which is unusual. The Scottsdale Police Department provided an investigation report from the night of the incident, but the victims and one of the witnesses' names have been blacked out, redacted. According to the report, a taxi driver named Omar took the 2 victims from El Jefe Bar to the pizza restaurant where he too got out to get something to eat. The driver was outside of the restaurant when he saw 3 black men and a Hispanic woman approach the victims. Now, my understanding of this, from what I was told from my sources, is that it was a fight over the girl. In the club, there was a thing with a table. There was a VIP table. He's like, hey, he was all drunk. He's like, hey, girl, come over here. And they're like, no. And he's like, yeah, hey, girl, come over here. So that's where it kind of started. Right?
Oh. Okay.
See, now look, he had his shirt off. One of the men swung at the shirtless victim. He had his shirt off and he was flexing in the middle of the fucking street, saying the N-word. What?
So he wasn't trying to make friends.
He wasn't going around, blessing people with,
He was
like,
kind of being a little obnoxious. you could
Yes.
say.
The driver told police he thought the man punched the victim, but he noticed that the man had a small knife between his fingers. The driver said the woman tried to stop the fight before she said the three men fled the scene. So they've never been caught, never been identified. The driver only described the men as being black with no facial hair. He said he would be able to identify the men if he saw them in a photo lineup, the report said. Well, dummy, what is wrong with you? They got your name, Omar, and now you're going to, or thanks to the freaking journalist who wrote this article. An officer in uniform who was nearby was flagged down, said that someone needed help at Joe's Pizza. The officer saw two men who appeared to be bleeding, including the shirtless man. Shirtless. David Rodriguez was flexing, saying the N-word with his shirt off in the middle of Scottsdale after he tried to take some girl from some brothers in a club. Good for you, Dave. Good for you.
That's a bad look.
The two victims appeared to be highly intoxicated, both had bloodshot, watery eyes, smelled like alcohol, and were slurring their words. Get those nozzles. The first victim was walking around in circles and jumping around when the officer asked if he could provide more information. The victim reported, you let them get away, the black guy who did this. Now, remember when he said he was passed out on the floor? He was passing out?
Oh, yeah.
He was walking around in circles and jumping around.
That doesn't sound like this. Yeah, he's got more energy than he did last time.
Eyewitness. Another witness told the police that even though he didn't see the attack, he heard one of the victims yell, "You N-word," expletive racial slur. When he turned around to see what was going on, he saw two victims walking around covered in blood. Now, here's what he got. All right. Here's what good old Dave Rodriguez got. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with this term, but I want to pull this up real quick. I'm going to pull up a quick meaning in the, I think it's going to be in the Urban Dictionary. Yes, it is. Here it is. Okay. Now, what Dave Rodriguez was given this. I don't know if y'all are familiar with this term, but this is what you call, what's that?
$150. A wound that needs to be closed by approximately 150 stitches.
Yes. So this is something that, remember, have you ever heard the phrase snitches get stitches?
Yeah, apparently it's 150.
Okay, so what they wanted to do with Dave was they wanted him to remember this lesson. They didn't want to kill him. They gave him $150 from his ear to his cheek because that's
Damn. Yeah, you won't forget that either.
So that is not something that Dave Rodriguez will soon forget.
Ooh.
Case closed.
He probably won't stand in the street and yell expletives again, though.
I don't think he will. I think there's a good chance that he's not going to do that again. But we are going to continue to follow the misadventures of Mr. David Rodriguez. We have seen him do, you know what? Let's just jump on his channel real quick. I'm going to show you something because we mentioned a guy the other day by the name of 107. You remember hearing that name?
107?
Yeah, we mentioned a name of one of these other grifter guys that he gets on with.
I'll remember the face if I see it.
Okay.
Corn's memory ain't what it once was.
I'm just a corn, please.
I'm just a corn.
Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is the update on the Trump indictment on Tuesday. You see, he is someone who has always been a very, a conservative type of pundit. He has frequently been, putting up these predictions of what's going to happen politically and that, Trump was going to jump down, out of a Black Hawk helicopter on election day. And,
Yeah.
He was going to save all the kids that are being held under the White House and all that stuff, right? Now, there is some definite crazy stuff going on in the world, but this is who I was, yes, a Q-tard.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick Baker. Nick Baker is on fire.
Looking at Nino's Corner.tv,
So
I'm joined with
This is 107.
Juanito. Juanito, can you hear me?
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
Juanito.
Nino.
Oh, man. Well, Trump's been indicted. What, again?
Holy shit, his microphone is on.
Are you sure?
His mic is on. Listen.
It's
This probably isn't the last one still.
it's getting ridiculous, but
See, it's on.
Wow,
you know,
yeah.
a lot of people
Yeah.
want to be caught up with what's happening.
But I
you
think
and
his ambient mic is also on. Because when he leans away.
Probably.
Jake go and talked about military exercises and things like that.
So this guy on the left always comes on without, he just shows his boots and stuff. You know? So we're going to get to this most replayed moment here.
Before this is over, Nino, and I just, this is an important point for all of your listeners to think about. What really are we going to be faced with? We will have to make a decision as a society, as a people, as a nation. These pilgrims in this audience are on a pilgrimage, just like the pilgrims that came to this country 400 years ago. They will have to make a decision. Will we accept that our leadership, the corporations, political, our churches, all these various aspects of society, give up their individual American U.S. sovereignty, constitutional sovereignty, every man a king, every man the head of his own household, and lay that at the altar of globalism and
Thousands of dollars they make a day. Okay.
Wow.
In super chats, in selling their Patriot gear, in their websites, in their gold, in their links, in their affiliate codes. 267 people following this guy. And I'll tell you, after this video, fasten your seatbelt, because you're gonna hear from some of his people.
Oh, I can't wait.
But
Yeah.
that's okay. Let him come on over. They've only helped us before. So look at this. This is great. Numbnuts Nino 107 power couple. And 107 is the one who is the guy who we said was the insurance guy. Remember, he was the insurance dude.
Yeah.
He's no intel guy or anything like that.
No.
And what's interesting is it's 107, which sounds like 107, which is the fair use statute, by the way. That's statute 107. Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Yeah. So, Corn and I have a very important meeting. Hit him with the plugs.
YouTube, follow me at Corndiff, and for all my other links, corndiff.com.
He just had a big appearance on the Opie podcast. I'm working with Corn Diff on his promotional stuff. Now, keep in mind, he's out there in the fields. We got to give him the notes and help him out here a little bit. Make sure you go like and subscribe. He is almost to the point where he can get some extra privileges on his channel, and we want him to be as powerful as possible. So make sure you go give him a follow and like and share. I'm Zero Dark Tony everywhere except on Twitter, just _OG. You know what time it is. Hit him with the smile.